How long can YouTube Shorts be? Well, I'll tell you what, they're very, very, very picky about it over at YouTube. So be sure to get this absolutely right. And we're going to clear all that up and plus give you a few extra techniques on how you can possibly leverage that to the best of your ability and really start getting the revenue cranking. So let's get started. Now, by the end of this video, I'm going to show you what to watch for that will make a very, very effective YouTube short, what to do with your YouTube shorts to take the next step, very valuable step, and finally, the most effective way to use your YouTube shorts, and a quick little caution. So let's dive in. I'm Nic Natarella with AdWise Creative, been working on post-production audio all the way up to video for, I think, coming up to 30 years now. I started doing the calculation the other day and I thought, wow, I've been doing this a long time. But the point is, yeah, I am almost that old. The point is, let me answer your question up front, okay? First of all, how long can a YouTube short be? 60 seconds, period, end of story. Thanks for watching. Now, like I promised earlier, there's a bunch that goes to that, and I will caution you right off the bat, seriously, 60 seconds is the limit. I would seriously tell you that from intro to outro, you might want to shoot for 58, maybe 59 seconds at the most, but 60.1, and it will kick your short into your long form content. You don't want that. Second of all, you don't want your YouTube short conflicting with your long form content. We'll go over that in a second too. The bottom line is, what are you going to use for a YouTube short? Well, start with your long form content. The long form content is answering questions that your potential clients, your potential customers are already asking. Now, can you break that up into 15, 20, 35, 42 second chunks? Whatever it is that you can use the most to leverage to get people to watch your long form content. We're going to kind of reverse engineer this, okay? So let's start with your long form content. Let it run for a little while. Now go back and start looking at your analytics, your content analytics, not your channel analytics. Look at the analytics that applies specifically to that long form video. And you'll see that little chart, and it very typically does one of these, okay? Starts off really strong, people go, oh, that's not what I was looking for. And then the diehards who are looking for that information will stick around. And then as they're nearing the end, they've gotten what they want and it just kind of dies off. It's a very typical YouTube swoosh. Starts high, goes down, and then finishes. What you may see along the lines are even a bump. How is that possible? How did you have 25 people watching here, 30 people watching here? What? You had 25, then 30, then it went back down to 23 people watching at any given time? How the heck did that happen? Simply because what people have done is they go past that part and they rewind and they go, wait, what did he say? Wait a second, what did she just cover? They want to see that part again. That may be a great indication of a YouTube short material. Start looking around that little spike, that little bump right there, and see what it is that they are re-watching. That's a clue. Now, if it turns out you were mushmouth and they just didn't understand what you said, okay, fine, maybe that's not the best part. But if it's really key information, or at least it's information that they think is key, several things you could do with that. Number one, yes, absolutely, create a short right at that segment. Give it the intro, give it the information, and give it its own outro. Make sure that that is a complete thought, however you're going to use it. Second of all, could you use that segment as an idea starter for another full-length video? How about that going into your portfolio? That was obviously something that people were looking at. Maybe you need to do a deep dive on it for them. Maybe in doing so, you'll end up chopping that sucker up into several other shorts. It all kind of feeds on itself, and if you learn how to read your analytics, you can leverage it to your best ability. One other great way to do it is, yes, there's a little spike there. Could you possibly turn it into another lead magnet? Is that a little something that can stand on its own as a free download that you need to be collecting email addresses, which is my next point. Subscribers on YouTube are great. That's the foundation of the advertising money kicking in. You need to start with 1,000 subscribers, so it's good to build up subscribers. But the problem is you don't control that. You as the business owner do not control that. Those names and identities are on YouTube and YouTube only. They get counted by YouTube and you don't get to see who they are, and you certainly don't have any contact information on them. You need to find a way to capture their information and bring them into your fold, whether it be an email list or a nurturing campaign, or maybe they want to start working with you. There's got to be a way for them to contact you, and if you've got some kind of a freebie or some kind of a download or a behind-the-scenes look, or maybe a deeper dive for people who are really serious, that may be a way to see who's ready to start working with you. Again, getting them to sign up for the freebie on your website is the way to collect email addresses. And I heard several people say this, and I will repeat it now myself. The sole purpose of your website is to build your email list. That needs to happen right up front. Do not be ashamed about it. The more you ask, the more times you'll get a yes. If you never ask, every single one will be a no. I know that for a fact. So start building your email list the smart way. Now, as a BizTube pod blogger, you're going to want to know all this stuff that we cover here at this channel: getting your podcast up and running, getting your blog up and running, getting your YouTube channel up and running for your business. So be sure to hit subscribe so you're going to get the next tip. Next tip might be on cameras. The next tip might be on podcasting. You never know. We cover it all right here, and share it around too. If there's somebody that you know that has a business that's thinking about doing it, let them know that this channel exists. I'd love to help them too. So now that you've got your shirts all made up, how are you going to use it? What are you going to use them for? Personally, what I like to do is on other platforms. Use them on other platforms to make people A, aware of you, and B, where there's shorts, there's long form content, basically introducing them to your YouTube channel. Now, you don't want to do that directly. You don't want to put a link that says, hey, go watch my YouTube channel, when you're making this announcement on LinkedIn or Facebook or TikTok. They don't like you sending people away from their platform. And in fact, you can get penalized for that. And what they do is they scan it, they see that you've got that in there, you've got a link there, they're going to turn down your impressions, and you're not going to be making as much contact with the outside world on their channel, on their platform, because you're promoting something on YouTube. You're sending people off of their platform. Facebook wants people to stay on Facebook. Instagram wants people to stay on Instagram. LinkedIn, keep them there on LinkedIn. So how do you cross that bridge? In your short, or in the comments below the short. Let's say you're talking about vitamins, supplements. You're a fitness trainer and you're talking about supplements. You say, write supplements in the comments, and I'll DM you the special report that we have specifically for taking vitamins while you're working out. Now you've started a dialogue off the video. Now you're in the DMs. You're no longer on the channel, you're in the DMs. There you can send them a link. There you can send them the information that they need. That's when you get them over to your YouTube channel. That's when you get them over to your website, and that's where they're going to exchange their email address for your freebie, their email address for your information. And now that's how you put people on your address and start building your business through the nurturing and the email campaigns and stuff like that. Make sense? Good. Go do it. So to that end, I've got something for you that'll help get you started. If you have not started your business YouTube channel yet, this is a great place to start. If you have started your channel, I've got a couple things for you that will help you tweak a few things and make sure that this is all lined up correctly. In the description down below, I have a link called Mastering YouTube for Your Business: the 5 critical YouTube mistakes and how to fix them. Get your free report right now. Click on that link, get that, and it'll lay a perfect foundation to get you started, or you might see a couple things on your existing channel that need to be tweaked right off the bat. All right? Get your copy in the description below. I'm Nic Natarella with AdWise Creative. Thank you for watching.